get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. Gilas Pilipinas exacted revenge on Senegal at the Haiyan WUS International Basketball Tournament in China. AJ Adu and Kiefer Avena drained two clutch three-pointers in the final 90 seconds to help keep Gilas ahead. Final score, 75-63 for the Philippines. Gilas was able to bounce back from their tough loss against the same squad last Friday. The national team now carries a 2-1 win-loss record in the tournament. Gilas will be playing Iran again at 8 p.m. tonight, which is their final game in the Pocket Tournament. Meanwhile, their women counterparts also had a bounce-back game after an opening day loss at the 42nd William Jones Cup in Taiwan. Gilas women used a strong third quarter to turn a 7-point deficit against Iran into a 10-point lead heading into the payoff period. The Nationals were then able to quash Iran's comeback efforts in the final frame to secure the win. Final score, 64-60 for the Pinays. Gilas women now carry a 1-1 win-loss record in the tourney after a loss to Chinese Taipei Team A in the opener. Up next for the Pinay Hoopers is Chinese Taipei Team B later at 5 p.m. Here's some more hoops news for you. Pinoy basketball legend Jimmy Alapag takes another step in his coaching career. He will now join the Sacramento Kings of the NBA as a player development coach. The Mighty Mouse himself made the announcement this weekend. Before this, Alapag had been part of the coaching staff of the Stockton Kings, the NBA G League affiliate of Sacramento, since 2021. Alapag first served as an assistant with Sacramento in 2019 before joining the team again during the 2021 Summer League. This is a milestone addition to the former pro's coaching resume, which began with all-Filipinas in the ASEAN Basketball League. And the Palarong Pambansa has formally wrapped up, with the National Capital Region retaining the championship. But the event had its share of controversy involving the Philippine flag and a drone show. Here's the report.
Loud, fun music and colorful clothing covered the Marikina Sports Complex this Saturday for the closing ceremony of the Palarong Pambansa. More than 9,000 athletes and coaches from all over the country graced the event. In the closing ceremony, Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte highlighted the triumphs of the athletes during the almost week-long event.
Today, as we close the Palarong Pambansa 2023 with jubilation and pride in what our young athletes have achieved this week.
Champion, National Capital Region! Congratulations to all our winners!
NCR continued its reign as champions in the annual Palaro, a title it has held for more than a decade now. NCR gathered 85 golds, 74 silvers, and 55 bronze medals in the event. Region 6 or Western Visayas came in second with 60 golds, 45 silvers, and 44 bronze medals, while Region 4A or Calabarzon placed third. Completing the top 5 were Regions 3 and 7. In her speech, VP Duterte also gave a piece of advice to those who participated in the event and congratulated the city of Marikina for successfully hosting the games.
Lagi ko pong sinasabi na ang mga paligsahan ay para po sa mga nanalo at natalo dahil lalong-lalo na sa mga natalo dahil marami kayong matututunan at yung lahat ng inyong karanasan sa pakikipagpaligsahan sa palaro ay makakatulong sa inyo para kayo maging mga winners sa susunod na taon.
It was also announced in the same ceremony that Cebu City will be the next venue of the Palarong Pambansa in 2024, while Ilocos Norte won the bid to host the Palaro in 2025. Meanwhile, controversy marred the celebratory mood of the regional games. In the middle of the drone show that was part of the festivities, the colors of the Philippine flag were interchanged. The red field was placed on top instead of the blue one, an act only done during a state of war. The Marikina City local government was quick to condemn the incident. It is also looking to file cases against Drone Tech PH, the operator of the drones. Based on RA 8491, or the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines, violators may face a fine ranging from 5 to 20,000 pesos and imprisonment of not more than a year. DroneTech also immediately issued an apology over the matter. The company said they weren't able to test the drones beforehand due to the bad weather and signal interference in the area. They also assured that it was an honest mistake and that they didn't intend to put organizers and Marikina City in a bad light. Marikina's fact-finding team is expected to come up with the results of the investigation today.
Kung malalaman na meron talagang pagkakamali, sinasadya o di naman sinasadya, at kung may liability based on sa batas na meron tayo, RA 8491, we will file the necessary legal action. We will be compassionate enough, understanding na kung talagang honest ang pagkakamali at di naman sinasadya, then maaaring mitigated yung circumstance.
We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after this quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine women's volleyball team came up empty-handed in the first leg of the Southeast Asian Games V-League in Vietnam. Indonesia kept the Philippines winless with a solid 25-20, 25-17, and 25-21 victory to sweep leg 1 of the SEA V-League. The win also sealed the Indonesians' bronze medal in the Vin Phuc leg as the Philippines crashes to 4th place. The Pinays lost in all their 3 assignments in the tournament, 2 of which in straight sets. Coming into the game, both Indonesia and the Philippines were the only winless teams in the tournament. The next leg of the V-League will be in Thailand from August 11 to 13. Moving on to athletics, where Pinoy pride Eric Cray has gained a berth at the World Athletics Championships in Hungary. According to PATAFA, or the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association, Cray collected enough points to get to the top 40 in the world rankings for the 400-meter hurdles event. What this means is that he was able to make the cut for the Worlds, which is slated from August 19 to 27. Cray, the 6-time SEA Games gold medalist in the event, will race on August 20. With this, he joins pole vaulter EJ Obiena and fellow hurdler Robin Lauren Brown as the Filipinos in the global athletics meet. And some lawmakers have been pushing for a bigger budget for the Philippine Sports Commission for next year. Under the proposed 2024 national budget, The PSC is only allotted some 210 million pesos in funds after several cuts. This is a minuscule amount compared to the 2.31 billion peso budget of the agency this year. The PSC covers the trainings and other needs of thousands of Pinoy athletes who compete in several competitions both in and out of the country every year. The 5.7 trillion peso proposed 2024 national budget has already been submitted to the House of Representatives for initial deliberations. And in football, Sweden takes down two-time defending champion United States in their last 16 match at the FIFA Women's World Cup. The teams were at a stalemate at the end of extra time before Lena Hurtig's penalty broke the hearts of U.S. fans. American goalie Alyssa Nair parried the ball on the line, and the result needed to be confirmed by officials. Final score, 5-4 for Sweden via penalty. With this win, Sweden heads into the quarterfinals against Japan. For the U.S., this was their first exit before the semifinals in 9 World Cups. Before this, the Americans had reached the semifinals in the previous 8 World Cups and never finished lower than 3rd place. This also ends their bid for an unprecedented 3rd straight title, a feat that no men's or women's team has done before. World governing body FIFA is probing allegations of misconduct involving the Zambian team at the Women's World Cup. That is after a report where coach Bruce Mwape allegedly rubbed his hands over the chest of one of his players. More on that in this Reuters video.
FIFA is investigating allegations of misconduct involving the Zambia team at the Women's Soccer World Cup. Britain's newspaper The Guardian reported that coach Bruce Mwape had allegedly rubbed his hands over the chest of one of his players. A FIFA spokesperson said that FIFA takes any allegation of misconduct extremely seriously and that it has a clear process in place to report an incident. The Guardian reported that the incident had happened after a training session ahead of Zambia's final group game against Costa Rica. Mwape was not immediately available for comment. The Football Association of Zambia said it had not received any complaint related to the World Cup and was surprised by the allegations. If guilt is established, Mwape faces a ban from the game for life. Zambia were knocked out of the World Cup after finishing 3rd in their group, and the team have already flown back home.
Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.